Welcome back. Today I'm gonna review a very interesting product, a very amazing product actually. It is the gimbal. Gimbal is basically like the phone stabilizer. So like if you have shaky hands or like if you want to record something and you don't want to shake too shaky, then you can use the gimbal to help you to stabilize the recording. So today I'm gonna show you how to use the gimbal from Neewer, and the model is the H5 model. So with this model, it's just a one-axis gimbal. So you know, like the three different dimensions, right? X, Y, Z. This one just one dimension. So let's check it out. What's in the box? So in the box, when you open it, of course, it will have the USB-C charger, so that like you can charge your gimbal. Oh, it has battery. So I assume this is, based on the look of this, it looks like this is a battery for the remote. So like basically you can use your remote to control your phone, Bluetooth remote. What else? Oh, of course, the user instruction, user manual. You cannot know how to use without a manual. And last but not least, the most important thing, the gimbal itself. So when you just get the gimbal out, you have to pull out. There's a trigger you have to pull so you can start using the gimbal. And as you can see, this is the look from the gimbal. You can rotate it, and there you go. So this is how you open like this, so that you can put your phone in between. Oh, actually, this is a two-way one. Interesting. Like this and like this. Oh, very flexible. I like it. And I believe, according to the manual, you have to open the rod out like this, and this is how as far it can go. And after you get the rod out, you can actually get the remote out. So how do you connect it? First of all, you have to hold this button. So there's a camera button on the remote. Just hold it for 3 seconds, and you go to your phone. And then you will see that like the Bluetooth section, you will have the H5 option. Just have to select H5, and then it should connect to you. Now let's see how we're going to use this gimbal. Very interesting. So first of all, let me put my phone on top of it. Let me install my phone into my gimbal real quick. So just very easy, just flip it out, and looks like this. There you go. Make sure that the gimbal. So based on what they're saying, there's a button right here for the gimbal, as you see, and this is like the USB-C for charging. So what I think is, before, like after you install your phone and before you start using it, make sure that you like it has a click when you try to get the gimbal out of the beating position. Like you see, like there's a very small thing right here. It's called the beating position. Make sure that you get it out first, and you can start rotating. And when you go right after one round, it go back to the beating position again, and you can hit the click button. Like it's like click, very small and tiny. But that's how you know that your gimbal is back into the position. So now, first of all, you have to do the clockwise. Open the gimbal, the clockwise position, and then you have to balance it yourself. When it's in the balance position, you hold the button for 3 seconds. And after you hold for 3 seconds, you will see that it has a green light button like flashing, which means that your gimbal is ready. As you can see, very amazing, right? Like you can start like do like this, rotate around, and your gimbal will always stay. Your phone will stay at the correct position. Amazing. Yeah, technology never ceases to amaze me. See, like from different angle, you can see it can go like this and like this. Oh, it even know that to rotate itself if it's too hard. Like if I rotate 90 degrees like this, it knows that okay, it has to rotate itself. That's smart. That's good. Very cool. I like it. So now this part, this thing's also a tripod if you don't know yet. So like it's a very stable tripod. Like you can use it to take a selfie for your phone, or like as a tripod to take selfie, or use it for camera or phone holder as well. So now the next part is I'm gonna show you the difference of recording with and without a gimbal. See? See? Oh, one last thing. You see the button right here? If I click the button, the gimbal itself will automatically rotate to 90 degrees, and now it becomes like this. If I want to go back to another like the horizontal one, just to click it again, and the gimbal itself will automatically rotate for me, which is very good, very fun. Okay, no more saying. I will show you the difference with and without gimbal. First one is recording with my hand. This is my board game collection. As you can see, it is a little bit shaky because I'm a little bit shaky too. My phone is a little bit heavy, so sorry if it caused you any headache, but yes. So this is recording without the gimbal. It's a lot of shaking movement. Now let's move to the recording with the gimbal. This is how I record with my gimbal. Note, I don't have to do anything. I just have to move my hand up and down, and as you can see, it is very stable, very stable. Like you barely notice any shaking movement, even though my hand is still shaking. Go down, go up, and I just have to move my arm. There's nothing else I have to do. Very convenient. So now you see the difference between using the gimbal and without using the gimbal for recording. Like I said, the main difference is when you record with the gimbal, it's more stabilized, it's more stable. Without the gimbal, or when like you accidentally shake your hand or something, then the gimbal then without your hand, it can have the shaky movement in there, which can disrupt the quality of your recording video. This is a very good product to purchase, very easy to use, very nice to use. One last thing, when you done with using your gimbal, you have to turn it off, but be careful about it. Before you use it, you have to make sure that you balance your gimbal well. Like you take out the beating position and you have to manually adjust it so it can balance well. Otherwise, it will cause the system to overheat and damage. So after you're done with the gimbal, what you do is just hold the button again for 3 seconds. I'm holding it, and after I'm done, I just drop it off, and now this is turned off because my gimbal is done. Then you rotate it clockwise again until you hear the beating, back to the beating position. You will let the circle here, and there you go. That's when you go back to the beating position, and you just put everything back to normal, and then that's it. That's how to use the gimbal from H5 by Neewer. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye.